Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So it's another news video. It's a whole week's gone by. We got a bunch of new news. It's an eclectic mass of news. I have to tell you, it's a bit of a quality street of news. Man, I miss Quality Street. I haven't had that for years. I have no idea if they're kosher, although it's supposed to be much smaller now. I used to love those big frickin' tubs at Christmas. Oh man, that's awesome. All the fun of the share. But yeah, bit of a weird Quality Street of news. Of varying interest. I think for me the biggest story is we don't know anything, right? You know, they released Shooty's costume and Shooty Gatlin's costume, Millie Gibson's outfit. Millie just gets hotter the more she moves. I can't believe how insanely sexy she is. I wonder what she's going to be like on screen, right? I wonder, like, is she going to play it like a normal girl? Because I don't think she can. I mean, I don't want to malign her acting abilities, which I haven't seen before. But like, I you know, like in the still images of her, she looked like a normal 18-year-old girl, but as soon as you put life in, she starts moving. I'm like, what? It's weird, right? It's weird. It's the best example I think I can give of this is, what was it, season 4 of The Crown? Still haven't finished season 5. Not really liking it. Season 4 of The Crown, where they had Gillian Anderson play Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, you may remember, as I do, the most sexless person in the entire world. If ever... listen, bit of a hint for you, a tip for you out there. If ever you're in a situation where you get a raging erection and you don't want people to see, let's say you're on the tube, right? And all of a sudden, you're flicking through the Times and comes across an article about Millie Gibson. Obviously, that's going to happen, right? And you don't want to stand. And if you stand up, it will be quite apparent, right? Quite apparent. The men in the audience know what I'm talking about. What you do to massage that back into submission without doing anything, just think about Margaret Thatcher. Literally the most sexless person, the anti-Viagra of a human. And don't get me wrong, I like the governance. I think we did pretty well from it. This is not a party political broadcast. But when Gillian Anderson played Margaret Thatcher, she looked and sounded and moved exactly like Margaret Thatcher, but I wanted to shag her, okay? I don't understand. Hey, by the way, if I express a desire to have sex with somebody, that's not my... I have a desire to, like, I don't know, eat... I have a real desire to eat lobster. Freaking love lobster. I haven't had it for years. Why have I not had lobster for years? Because it's not kosher. I have a desire to do it. Am I going to do it? No, because I have other values as well. Yes, I have a desire to sleep with Gillian Anderson or Millie Gibson, but maybe both. That would be good, right? That would be good. But I have other values that would prohibit me doing that. Mainly, well, again, I'm a bit Jewy, and they look a bit, a bit not of the tribe to me. That would be my guess, which I think might be the allure. Actually, now I think about it. Okay, maybe we should get into the news rather than delving into my really oversized and quite sticky libido. But, you know, it's so oversized, I have to take a look at it quite often. Anyway, I digress. With that preamble, can you like, share, and subscribe, please? That'd be lovely. That'd be absolutely lovely. It'd be fantastic, double dozy. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Because, again, all this stuff is kind of like eclectic, weird, funny, and strange. It's the best way I can describe it. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram. It's in the video notes, my link. Also on Twitter and on Twitter, definitely. I really like Twitter now. Facebook, if you're bored and you want to be controlled by the CIA. And Substack, that's my email newsletter. I always send out extra bits and bobs on that. So if you want extra bits and bobs, and they're really quite good, these extra bits and bobs, sign up for that. It's free, and there's a paid one where I don't send out nearly enough, right? Nearly enough. I hope to rectify that. I say that basically every video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack. Okay, we've covered everything. Let's get into the news. So the first bit of news is there was no bloody news. So we have this story. Where is it? From the Pennath Times. By the way, if you can see up here, the 30th edition of V for Vendetta, freaking insane. It's so good. So much better than I remember. And it's so, especially when they're talking about manipulating the public through news. It's really, really fascinating. And also, apparently, the new adventure, the Who Adventures, is out for delivery, or not out for delivery. Oh God, I can't stand the shipping person that Book Depository is. Look, when I buy something from Amazon, it turns up at my bloody house, okay? And I can track it, and I know it was. Look, I got my season 2 Blu-ray, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. At the same time, I ordered this, the Who Adventures, a coffee table book about the new Adventures, and they had all the covers. I'm really looking forward to it, right? And this one, they drop off at like a drop-off location, a post office, and somebody has to pick it up. But they always forget to send the note saying it's there. And then after it sat there for a week, because I didn't know it was there, they go, we sent you a note. Why haven't you picked it up? We're going to have to send it back and pulp it, and you're going to pay. Really? Really, that's going to happen? Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're going to set fire to your face. Really? Do you really? They don't really say any of that. They don't really say that. I don't think they'll set fire to my face. I don't. Really? Push comes to shove, that probably wouldn't happen. I may have been over-speaking at that point. Fine. But we have no news, right? So Doctor Who shoots scenes for new series in Penarth. Okay, that's it. That's basically all we know. So they revealed everything. They revealed his costume. They revealed. We did videos because they just assumed there'll be loads of people snapping pictures and seeing things from the location filming. No. They kept that thing sealed tighter than a drum, right? Absolutely tighter than a drum. They're doing so we don't absolutely. I'll show you everything we've seen, right? Which is freaking nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. Let's see what this write-up says. By Harry Jim Shidian. Okay, Harry Jim Shidian. Let's see what you got to say. Hit TV series was. It became a hit TV series the minute David Tennant appeared. It was a failing TV series up until then. And it's incredible how stark that difference was. Right? Absolutely incredible. Hit TV series originally shot scenes at Penarth Barrage on a floating pontoon, which plays a part in one of the episodes. My guess is the Christmas one, right? I mean, why? It seems to make sense to film a Christmas episode during Christmas, so therefore you don't have to do any, set dressing or street dressing. Everything's Christmassy already. That would be the way to go. It was reported the cast had to brave sub-zero conditions. Oh, wow. Oh dear! And they had to. It was a cold in the to be successful in one of those highly competitive fields in the entire species, right? Well, oh, it was cold. Did you wear jackets? Did you? Oh, do you think that's worse than being a miner? No, I don't think so either. Shut up then, okay? How about this? Nobody whine about their bloody job. You can say, oh, God, I've got to work, but don't go, oh, no, I have inhuman amounts of pain hoisted upon me, right? But not that I don't think many people are going to have jobs in a couple of months from now. I have a real feeling that the dam is really about to burst in many, many ways. And there's going to be like this mass unemployment by January, February. Right? I think a lot of people are being laid off, especially in America. In England, like, I don't know. In England, it's probably going to be worse. I wouldn't trust anybody in power. In fact, okay, here's how you solve the English political woes. Anybody in any form of power, you should just hang them from the nearest lamppost. Obviously not. That was a joke. But really, just remove them all. They've all failed. They're all terrible. Tell them all to go away. Right? That was, and the civil servants as well. They're even worse. Film for the new series took place in the Cardiff Bay Barrage. It was reported the sub-zero temperatures. Oh, so cold. Oh, it's coldy moldy. The shoot involved a floating pontoon which was towed into one of 3 entrance locks in Penarth Barrage. Okay. Next year, blah, 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 says what's going fine. So let's look at the actual pictures and we'll look at the video as well. So here we go. Well, first again, they revealed the costume. Yeah, we've seen the costume. Easy to cosplay. Looks professory. I think it works, right? Really, the bottom line is this: what's he going to do in it, right? I mean, the Tom Baker costume wouldn't really have worked so well if Jodie Whittaker was wearing it. Oh, I give up. Do I have the right? No, that wouldn't have worked, right? That would not have worked. But okay, listen, I like his shoes. I was about to say, and relatively easy to cosplay. That jacket apparently costs about £310. I found that on my last live stream. The sweater though cost 15. Don't know about the trousers, and those shoes look nice. Okay, those shoes look very nice. Then his shooter with Millie. I think they're going to be a lot of fun together, right? I really think they're going to be a lot of fun together. So let's move on to the video before we go into the location filming. Where is it? Doink, I go doink over here. And thankfully, it's only a 15-second video, so I'm going to shut up during it so I can splice the audio in, so you can hear. I'm probably going to pause it at one point, okay? So yeah, I can't not talk, right? That's just I can't not relentlessly yabber on. Let me make that a bit bigger. She cried. Okay, listen, look, Shooty, you're a man very confident with your physical appearance. If you can walk with your ass to camera like that with no fear whatsoever. So let's see this 15-second clip where we see nothing other than Shooty smiles, swear, and has a nice ass. Okay, that's all we've seen so far. Oh, maybe I should turn the sound on. Yeah, we'll try that. Here we go.
The girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
This is Millie Gibson's
Millie
trailer.
freaking Gibson.
Okay, she said Millie frickin' Gibson. I've watched this many, many times. I like how, again, she sounds like a fun, like, young girl. She sounds like my daughter. I have to tell you, it's got a similar sort of sense of humor to who my daughter just became the king of the high seas. She worked in on a kosher cruise for 3 months. They had about... Okay, a bunch of my friends went on this cruise. They came back and said, "Oh my God!" Yeah, they talked about my daughter the same way. I'm talking about Millie Gibson, not the same way, but with the same level of praise. Okay, so anyway, she said Millie freaking Gibson. Shooty doesn't quite make it to do it quite so well.
Millie fucking Gibson, otherwise known as Rudy Sunday.
Okay, so I think Russell needs to have a chat, mate. You can't swear. You're Doctor Who, right? You're Doctor Who. By the way, look at that sweater right up. We're seeing a lot of abs. Okay, we are going to see a lot of abs. We're going to see a lot of very well-toned, sculpted abs. That's my one prediction, which I can really put my, hang my hat on, even though I won't be wearing it. Oh, well, okay, after November, I'll be wearing it for his appearance. It'll be Christmas. Yeah, right up with where, sir? Fine. Where is it? So, and that's all we see.
Honey, you want to step up? Yeah, that's a good angle.
Yeah, oh, there we go. So, and that's essentially all we saw. Other than, okay, Millie seems like cute. They seem cute together. Nice, right? So then we got some location film. And for some reason, they released that Instagram. I don't know why, right? Yesterday was exhilarating, says Shooty got work. Okay. I generally have an adrenaline hangover, but oh boy, what we have in store for you. Oh, Shooty, don't tease me, mate. I'm so fucking excited as it is, okay? P.S. The video is just an excuse to show off my fit trousers. Tell me you wouldn't do the same. I would. If you got it, baby, flaunt it. Flaunt it. That's what I say. If you got it, flaunt it. Very good. And to make, if you want to hate Shooty just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more. We see him indulging in some very nice looking cake, right? And he still has that bloody body. If I look at that cake, right, I'm put on 5 pounds. Oh, let's have a quick look at the cake. Got a little TARDIS on it, bit of chocolate cake, can't argue. And apparently his fingernails with the Gallifreyan on it, somebody translated it, can't really remember. Wouldn't be sad if it was like left and right. There we go. She's got a lot of charm, that Shooty. You're a charming man, okay? You're charming and attractive man. Let's be fair. But fine. So yeah, he's now on the production, the clapperboard. And that's him in makeup with the makeup person. Fine, so let's look at the only 2 things I've seen from the actual shoot, right? Zoom out a bit. So this is them forming in Pernath Bay, I think, and you see look, you see nothing. That person might be in costume. Right? Who knows? You see absolutely nothing. There's something underneath underneath this thing over here, whatever that is. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting absolutely nothing out of that one. Slightly better. This was released by Shooty. Was this one again? Nothing. You can see nothing what's going on whatsoever. There's a TARDIS. Right, looks like the Whittaker TARDIS. I like that TARDIS shelf. Great. Someone's wearing a Santa hat. Is that an actor, or is that a member of? Is that somebody of the on the crew? Right. If it's an actor, an extra, it's the Christmas episode. It's somebody on the crew, somebody who's cold, and there's people wrapped up in blankets, and looks like it's a bit oldie woldy. And that's about, you really can't tell anything at all, right? Nothing. That's the news. What's the news? We don't know anything at all. But thank you for sharing. I just think they assumed there'll be a lot more coming out than there was, right? I think, is that everything? Yes, we've literally covered all the production news, right? So that's done. Okay, so let's move on to where are we up to next? Oh, this is a weird story, right? And it shows you how the headlines totally lie to you. It's so weird. If you're following, I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm recording this on Thursday, December 22nd. Right now, there's and this is going out on Friday, so I hope there's going to be no new news, right? But there's this lawsuit going on in America about the Arizona election, which, in my opinion, was clearly very, very, very dodgy, right? So the headline was that the person saying there was dodgy things going on, Carrie Lake, said her cybersecurity expert said even if a ballot was duplicated, it would have been counted anyway. That's the exact opposite of what he said. I read the testimony, which I saw live, was that here's the thing. This is how they get you. They wanted you to put out a simple soundbite, and then what happened is more complicated. Essentially, the only in Republican areas, right? The ballots that were printed out on the day were 19 inches and should have been 20 inches. There's no way that could have happened by accident. It must have happened on purpose, which is what the guy was testifying about. Said, but if that one is duplicated, would it be entered into the count? He said, well, that wouldn't be possible because we need to, and he said, but would it be entered into the count? He says, would it be excluded from the count? He says, it's not possible. Right, so they took that to say, oh, it would have been added in. The stuff we're hearing from that is just crazy. Will it work? Like, will it work? I don't know. Look, I'm a bit of a Bible thumper. It's the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. You want to understand Hanukkah? I think Christmas, to a great extent, in about 30 seconds, right? Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. You got Luke Skywalker being trained by Yoda. His X-Wing fighter crashes it, falls and goes deeper into the water, and he can never get it out. So Yoda says, use the Force, right? And Luke Skywalker's like, I got it, it's too big. It's too big. Nobody's ever said that to me. I got it, it's too big. But he tries and he fails, right? So then Yoda goes, and lifts it up and he floats out. There, judge me by your size, do you? Yeah, don't believe the reality, mate. Right? If you believe in anything beyond this world, it makes it that stuff more powerful. Anyway, the point was this. The point is this. I'm hoping that things will turn around, but and you'll get the results you want. But that's how this disinformation happens in real time, and it's happening through the people who we rely on to give us information, the media. So that's what you can believe with every headline. So this is a great example. I just thought he was a tit. Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill says Bradley Walsh used to walk off set with Doctor Who while filming. Yeah, they're missing out quite an important part of this story, which we're about to see. And it's like, why be so disingenuous? Like, what do you get out of it? Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill opened up what it was like to work with Bradley Walsh on Doctor Who. Said, well, we felt a bit intimidated because he was clearly very professional and talented, and we're not, right? We're very, very unprofessional and not talented. So, yeah. Didn't really work out so well. We didn't like that. Anyway, the two actresses, and I think using the word actress is in a loose term, revealed that the TV presenter 62 walked off set during filming. The chase host was the 13th Doctor's companion. No, he was a member of her fam. God, I don't need any ipecac. If I ever need to vomit, I'll just watch any line from her Doctor Who. Opposite Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Khan as Mandip Gill as Yasmin Khan, right? So, speaking on working with the star for his program, Bradley Walsh, the laughs on me, my classic TV moments. Jodie said, every day had him kicking. What's this? What swear word is this? K star. About kicking her out? No. You sure? Could that be effing about? Maybe? So that's what Jodie would say. Maybe it's a typo. I don't know. There was no line with him, and it was so funny. You could pick on him, and he could take a joke. Oh yes, I remember time we called him in pig's blood. Oh, it was funny. We all laughed. Well, he didn't, but we did. But he's also there for you if you need him. Okay. There were so many times where we knew. Where he knew I'll be struggling with my lines, so do something like go and make yourself a cup of tea. It's like, you failed to do your job over and over. I keep thump. I got the fluid leaks. Oh, they're all wobbly. Oh, they're too fluid. I've got to make them. Oh God, what's she talking about? And then he goes off, makes a cup of tea. Like, because you're so unbelievably unprofessional, couldn't do the job you were paid for. You wandered off and had a cuppa, right? That was essentially it. Yeah, okay. So we walk off set and everyone will go, oh, we've lost Brad. Where's Brad? He was waiting for you to deliver a fucking line, you unprofessional piece of shit. A surprised Mandip Gill quipped, I didn't know that. Oh, I was trying to say my line. So, oh, doctor, oh, I'm so girly. You make me feel all tingly between my legs. Oh, doctor, can we scissor in the TARDIS? We got a bed in the console room. No reason. Oh, ecky thump. Don't take me to Yorkshire, where I'll be bullied for being a Muslim in the most Muslim dense area in England. Such shit. It's all such shit. He always used to bite his nails, didn't he? And be on his phone. That's your observation. He could probably bite his nails around you watching you murder the English language. I just thought he's going to have another meeting about the chase. I just thought he was going to have a meeting about being a successful actor. Oh, big successful actor. During the program, Bradley Walsh revealed that he knew Robbie Williams since he was 8 years old, and through his entertainer dad, Pete Conway. Bradley explained he worked with a comedian. Who gives a shit? Really? He was working with an entertainment boss, and you're being paid by the word now. In the clip, Pete. Okay, this is just what? What is that? Now we're just talking about Pete Conway. I don't even know who this is. Pete. Okay. It's still talking about. What? The chase host struggled to keep up with his busy working schedule and lamented he's not having any downtime. You know what? In a couple of years' time, I won't do anything. I'll be retired, and that'll be it. Okay. Well, there you go. So, Bradley Walsh used to wander off when the Jojo man who couldn't get the lines right. That's the story, okay? That's the story. Another story, which is a rumor. Can I get the exact quotation? Although I can't show people what because this was a private message somebody sent me. Apparently a person, again, rumor, I don't know this to be true, but I could believe it and I think it'd be hilarious. Apparently a person at a convention asked Jodie if she would reprise a role for Big Finish. Okay, is Jodie coming to Big Finish? No, Jodie's not going to Big Finish. And she apparently said she wouldn't waste her time. Who are you kidding, darling? Like, who's lining up for you? Really? I wouldn't waste it. That'll be the only way you can get in a couple of weeks. Like, I don't see your schedule packed out that much, right? At least Chibnall got another job. You know what Chibnall's new job is? Amazingly, he's teaching people how to be a showrunner. How? I don't understand. I don't understand. How do you teach somebody to do something that you've completely failed at repeatedly over and over again? That seems a bit weird to me, right? That seems a bit strange. It also seems a bit strange is this story. Firstly, why has We Got This covered? Does it shrink it up to half a panel? So the Witcher spin-off star compares Geralt of Rivera's recasting to Doctor Who. Yeah, no. Apparently what happened was this. Henry Cavill wanted to do The Witcher. He was actually quite invested in doing The Witcher. And they didn't want to do The Witcher. They wanted to do some girly crap, right? The same sort of girly crap that they do for Star Wars instead of Star Wars, right? So that's essentially what happened. And that's how he ended up stopped being on the show. And he was the absolute only reason I would watch that show, right? Because he has such a good attitude and no interest at all. So they tried to spin this. They tried to spin him leaving as not being a disaster. It's a disaster. No one's watching this show without him, right? No one is watching this piece of shit show without him. He was the show, unfortunately, right? Because you decided to ignore the source material and go to whatever political bollocks you want to scream from the rooftops, and nobody's interested. No one's interested how you feel about Donald Trump or Brexit. No one's interested. We know how you feel. And here's a little addendum. You were wrong about everything, right? Do you notice the world being on fire around you? Yeah, that means you were wrong about everything, right? We came from this tradition of Doctor Who, where the Doctor regenerates. How? No, you came from the tradition of The Witcher, which was a book series that got made into a video game series, in which the main character has never regenerated. Why not choose James Bond as an example? Wouldn't that be better for you? No, idiot. But again, that would mean you would have to have some vague understanding, like very, very, very vague understanding of what the hell you're talking about. I think we need to look at it far more like it's amazing, right? It's an amazing person, it's an amazing character, and we should have different people play it. Okay. So that was a really cool conversation with a teenager. He was like, I never thought about that. Oh, really? You outthought a teenager? Well, the teenagers of 2022 are well renowned for being very, very, very clever and in-depth and being able to take apart an issue and really examine it. Yes. They're just like they've always been able to, right? Just like they've always been able to. Yeah, darling, that is some desperate clutching at straws. You destroyed the show, and it's over. Like, can you just? Right now, it's like watching a chicken with its head cut off. Can you just understand he killed it and move on, right? You can resurrect anything if you just go back to what it's supposed to be. I think Russell Davies is about to show us that, right? I think Star Trek Strange New Worlds show, and it wasn't even that Star Trek-y, right? Anyway, sad news for John Barrowman, right? John Barrowman cancelled tour after slow ticket sales. I don't think this has anything to do with his cancellation. I want to be really clear about that. The normies don't care. The people going to see a John Barrowman show does not care, right? They just do not care about the nonsense that goes on Twitter, right? So I don't think it's got anything to do with that. But I feel bad for him. He really used some good luck. John Barrowman has cancelled his upcoming show due to poor ticket sales. The actor and singer was set to tour the UK in 2023. Support of his latest album, Centre Stage, but the 9-date tour has now been pulled. Writing on Instagram, Barrowman said, "It's with huge regret we have decided to cancel the UK tour." The former Doctor Who star then revealed that he was having to cancel the tour. Unfortunately, ticket sales in certain parts of the UK have been slow. I'm seeing that a lot right now. I do, my normal job. I do graphic design, web design, promotion, production. That's that sort of thing. Sales are in the toilet for all live events. That I've seen, that I know personally, they are really in the toilet right now. And with the increased amount of touring, it's no longer economically viable to continue. Well, also, it's it costs. Travel, everything costs more. I'm afraid. This decision has not been taken lightly. I know many fans will be very upset, as I am. Personally, I am devastated, and like many people, we have found the last year's extremely difficult, possibly the hardest of my life. I believe. When it gets tough, it's sometimes better to stop and reevaluate, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I am so sorry to all my fans. I believe you, John. I believe John is a genuinely decent person, right? Yeah. So now they go and because Yahoo is goes along with all this culture war nonsense, goes on, talks about his cancelling and how that's a factor. It's not a factor at all. It is not a factor at all. But I think this led to this article going out. What is this from today? This is from 2 days ago, right? And again, the Daily Mail, a national, right? We're talking about John Barrowman. Where did it all go wrong for John Barrowman? The troubled star, 55, went from a Housewives daytime TV favourite to cancelling a UK tour after being accused of flashing. He wasn't accused! Everybody said he did it. That's not an accusation. Actually doing something is not an accusation, right? Was accused of flashing on the Doctor Who set and hitting out at a co-star. That's exactly what did happen, right? I'm really sorry about that. I still think there was some bad feeling somehow about Eve Miles doing the Big Finish Torchwood, like headlining it. I really think, and I think that's what, from the data I have, right? This is this. Well, we're going to talk about it. He threw shade at Eve Miles, and the toxic fans went after him, right? And then Eve Miles slapped all the toxic the face of all the toxic fans, which was somewhat glorious, right? Somewhat glorious. And then I think we after this we'll look at Sophia Miles doing exactly the same. The 55-year-old actor and singer said he suffered an extremely difficult few years. Dropped from Dancing on Ice after claims he flashed on. It wasn't a claim, it happened, right? It happened to everybody's delight, apparently. No one's ever shown me a penis and I've been delighted, right? That's never happened, right? But to everybody, nobody complained. They all had a good time. He recently deleted his Twitter following a spat with his former co-star, talk show co-star, Eve Miles. Yeah, hasn't been a good few days for him. John Barrowman decision to cancel his UK 2023 tour due to poor ticket sales caps off a difficult few years for the star, whose career was rocked by revelation. It's not revelation! Again, it was from a 15-year video on a convention where they were openly talking about it and laughing. In the rap video for Rusty Davis' Doctor Who, they referenced it in a song and dance fucking number. Johnny B getting his cock out, right? I mean, like, there was no hidden. It was not hidden at all, right? The revelation he exposed. The 55-year-old Scottish-American actor and singer admitted on Instagram he was devastated by the news. Said it followed an extremely difficult period. He had been possibly the hardest of life. I believe you there. Barron was forced to apologise in 2021 after he made after the claims emerged that he flashed members on set where he was playing Captain Jack Harkness and the 2005 spin-off series. The star, who is known for alternating between an American and Scottish accent in interviews, describes the actions as tomfoolery and that he'll never do now. Yeah, okay, why are we continually bringing this up? I'll tell you exactly why we're continually bringing this up. It's because it's part of a narrative, right? It's part of a narrative where John Barrowman is a bad person. I tell you, it's and you know what? It's hurt him so much because being a sexual predator is the opposite of who he is, and I think that's he finds that just such a disgustingly rude allegation, right? You know, when I in my local synagogue, when I had this big local to do, right? Our local religious official was not following Jewish law very, very publicly. But people were in complete denial about it because they were brought up that type of official can never do anything wrong, even though they're watching it, right in front of the faces. So when I said, look, the Jewish law is this, Jewish law is this, they got together and called me a bully. I was like, and that really, really ripped me apart, right? Because I find bullying the most disgusting thing human possible. And they called me a bully to bully me, right? That's exactly why they did. They called me a bully to bully me, which again, complete violation of Jewish law. Just open, but they didn't matter. Nothing mattered. It was just weird. It was really weird. But yeah, calling him a sexual harasser I think it's just the antithesis of who John Barrowman is. I think he lives to make people happy. Right, I think he's a very giving person. I really do. I think he's an altruistic and giving person. Then we got very different worldviews, right? And I think if we could look on tribal lines, he's still very much on a different tribe to me. But I think he's a genuinely giving and decent person, right? And that's why I think being called a sexual harassment was so devastating to him, right? And then he lost everything from this lie, from this filthy, filthy lie. Right, and it was just done because I think it was too successful, probably. Too successful, maybe being gay. You know, people don't like to see a gay man succeed. I don't know. There's lots of, in the entertainment industry, you're dealing with lots of petty, nasty people, right, with very low personal morality. That's where most of these things come from. Barron was later dropped from Dancing on Ice after pressure from figures including Tory MP Alex Shelbert, what a cunt that is then, who would then be... who said it would be wrong to include him in on a family show, as this could be condoning his past behavior. Fuck off! You see, this goes back to my initial premise that all politicians should be hung, and I'm joking, from the nearest lamppost. Although this person could be hung by his testicles if he has any, from the nearest lamppost. What a piece of shit. Well, I mean, honestly, what a piece of shit. God, what's it to do with you? Oh, you might condone his past behavior that everybody fucking knew about. God, you lying cunts. I mean, that's really, you're just lying cunts. In June, Barrowman was caught up in a horror crash in Berlin that saw dozens of people injured as a car. I remember, careened into crowds of people and slammed into a shopping centre. He found himself in the headlines again last week after being slammed by fans. No, these were not fans. These are mentally ill bastards, mentally ill cunts. They are the worst that humanity has ever produced, right? They are absolutely disgusting. After leaving comments accusing Torchwood star Eve Miles of spewing rhetoric, which, in fairness to the evil cunts of the world, that wasn't your smartest move there, John. That wasn't your smartest move. Born in Glasgow, Barron moved to Illinois at the age of 8. He went on to study performing arts and is brilliant at it at the United States International University in San Diego before landing his first major role in a West End musical, Anything Goes. I didn't know that was his first thing. He was with Derek Jacobi, wasn't he, with that? Barrowman usually speaks an American accent, but in the past he left interviews confused when he's switching between Scottish, speaking like Scots and to Lorraine, okay? He previously spoken about how he learned to speak with an American accent after being mocked for a Scottish accent by his classmates in the US. Now largely based in the UK, he's best known for Captain Jack Harkness, Torchwood, and Doctor Who and Torchwood, as well as Malcolm Merlin, the American superhero franchise the Arrowverse. So this is that was him with a TV show Live and Kicking with Emma Falls and Andy Peters. No idea who any of these people are. Okay, is that Anything Goes? Man, he's a good-looking guy, isn't he? He's a dashing chap there. Man, he could, if he could have done an English accent, that could have been. Is he too handsome for James Bond? He might have been a good James Bond. Many fans will know him for his reality TV career, including appearances on Dancing on Ice in 2006 and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, where he finished first. Oh, well done, John. I did not know you finished first. He's also become something of a staple on TV chat shows, including Lorraine. Well, he's a very entertaining person. That's why. The allegation surfaced in April 2021 when a video emerged of co-star Noel Clarke joking in QA about Barrowman's alleged proclivity and getting his penis out set, with Camille Kaduri there agreeing and saying it was funny, right? It was a joke, idiots. Barrowman addressed the scandal. It wasn't a scandal after being... See, this is why I push back every time, because every freaking time they lie, it's a piece of disinformation designed to make you feel and think a certain way. They're lying. Always push back against the lies. No matter if you've got to do it 20 times in a paragraph. Always push back against the lies. Speaking of it, speaking in an interview, he said, I think if it was now, it would be crossing a line. But I think it was something different happened 15 years ago. It was a bawdy behavior, silly behavior. It was done in the confines of the set where we were like a family working together. The fact the stories that I've already been told, I've been telling for years. I haven't been hiding anything. They've been exaggerated. They've been tried to turn them into sexual embarrassment, which it absolutely was not. And again, I can feel that stabbing him in his freaking heart, right? Despite being sacked from Dancing on Ice, Barrowman controversially still appeared in all-star musicals on other TV. It wasn't controversial. It was controversial that it was sacked. It was controversial that it was cancelled by the BBC. That was the controversial bit. He wasn't controversial. No charges were brought against the media personality, and the more serious allegations of sexual harassment were revealed concerning Clark, which also no charges have been brought to him, right? Because none of them can stand up, right? Again, it looks like it was small petty people with an axe to grind and nothing more, right? Nothing more. And the damage they've done, right? The whole thing of believe women, they torpedoed that, haven't they? So disgusting. He denied his allegation and no criminal charges were ever brought, right? Because nothing criminal fucking happened. Okay, so they're just talking about his weird year, right? There's nothing else. I mean, okay, this is just wittering on. I don't know. And then talking about cancelling his show. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, John, that went down this way. Look, hoping 2023 is better for all of us. You included, right? Better for us. You included. Okay, let's round off with, I think, a bit more fun story. That makes me feel a little bit more positive about life. Bit of Sophia Myles, right? So the story starts off over on Instagram, where Sophia Myles from Madame de Pompadour in, what's the name of the episode? TikTok Robots. Go in the fireplace, or I think a little bit sexier in as Lady Penelope. Don't know why. That's just my personal feeling. So she says something over to Russell T Davis on Instagram. Happy Christmas, Russell! I am so excited to see your new doctor. So am I. I wish you all the success that you so utterly deserve. You are a genius. I agree with all of that. 100%. He replies, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. So this enraged the Twitter psychos. The Twitter psychos that went after John Barrowman, right? It absolutely enraged them. And so we have this little back and forth. So you have this person going, please stop, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from the desperateness of this tweet. Oh, cry harder for me, darling, cry harder. You can't, okay, you hate Sophia Myles because she defended Noel Clarke and John Barrowman from your filthy, evil, vicious lies, and now you just want to like lambast her whatever way you can. You're showing yourself up for being exactly who you are, which is a cunt. Okay, you are showing yourself up being a cunt. Thankfully, Sophia Myles came in and explained to her much more clearly. Are you a fan of RTD, of Rusty Davis? I am. He is a legend. Without him, Doctor Who would not be alive today. Very true. Twice over, mate. I was happy to share a lovely interaction with him. What is it within yourself that makes you feel embarrassed? This is what makes them feel embarrassed, that they're wrong. They hate being wrong. And that's just the bottom line. When you really nail it, they hate being wrong, right? They hate, even though they are so clearly wrong about so many things. They were wrong about Jodie Whittaker being popular. They're wrong about freaking everything, and they can't stand it. Their world is imploding. Soon may implode because it is an evil world full of lies and disinformation. Soon may it be over. But not the world, just their evil world. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Okay, join me tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. Tomorrow afternoon, Christmas Eve, 5 o'clock UK. We'll be having fun and shenanigans, right? But the fun and shenanigans go off the charts on Christmas Day, off the turkey. We will be doing drinking games. Yes, we will. Again, 5 p.m. UK. We'll be doing drinking games. We'll be having a laugh. We'll be Doctor Who quiz, basically just general silliness. Join me Christmas Eve, Christmas Day on this channel, 5 p.m. For far bit from me to quote what am I thinking of? Cartoon theme songs with accuracy, but join me and we'll have a gay old time, baby. We'll have a gay old time. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell. Have yourself a very, very, very Merry Christmas.